And shout out to Hoops Jargon, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoops Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Jargon.
Shout out to Hoop Jargon, man. Shout out to boxden.com. Shout out to Most Sports.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to Hoop Jargon. Man, I had to touch on this shit with Jermaine Cole, man. And so let me know in the chat, man, if my vocals are okay. I'm at work, so I got to use my earbuds. Let me know if you hear any disruption. So, yeah, we got to get into it, man. Jermaine Cole has been relieved of his duties for the Rwanda Patriots. I believe the name of their brother's team is. And it's just one of those things, man. I told y'all off rip. Hey, professional basketball is not an easy thing, man. And J. Cole has been sent his walking papers, more or less. And so the reason why he said he left after his contract is up is because he has family obligations. I don't know that brother to be married or with kids. So I question the validity of that claim. However, I'm not here to asperge him as well. But I just want to say, in 3 games of competition, Jermaine Cole has had a whopping, drum roll please, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists in 3 games. And in the basketball world, we call those decimal stats, man. And it is what it is, man. Because, listen, guys, I'm glad all the way that J. Cole got an opportunity to play basketball. Because I'm glad because he got to live out a dream in his mind that he wanted to do. So I'm glad he got to step out there with talent, that's above his. With J. Cole being about my age, is 36, I'm 37. Me out there at 37, not being a trained professional athlete, that's probably how I would look, man. So when J. Cole steps out and looks that bad, dog, that's how it looks. So I'm happy, A, that he lived out his fantasy. He got a chance to do his dream. But B, I'm happy that J. Cole stepped his ass out there and saw that you ain't nowhere close to no damn professional level. Because a lot of people, man, on these streams, man, and y'all know this, man, people really think that you can just talk your way into thinking the best version of yourself and think you can deal with professional level basketball. And it's just not true. It's just not true. And so with J. Cole, I'm glad he got an opportunity to get that issue, as they say back in the hood, because he's not ready. You're not ready for this level, man. You average decimal level stats. You look good at the Lifetime Fitness out there in LA, but playing professional basketball in a controlled environment, it's a whole different monster, man. It's a whole different monster. Even we're talking about the African League that you're in, which is not considered a very high level when you compare it to other European brands and what have you, Argentina, as it were. You played in a suspect league and you did not do well, man. So, again, I'm not one of those guys that's I'm going to, disparage a man wanting to act out his dream. He paid for the team. He put the money up. Cool. But as actually playing, no. Somebody keep my tomboy voice. No. It's a whole different monster, man, when you out there in them trenches, man. It's a whole different monster when you're in the trenches. And so, again, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 3 games, not very good. Not very good. Those are bench rider statistics. Because those shake out to about, a point and a quarter, a rebound a quarter, and 1 rebound a game. No, I'm sorry, 3/4 of a point, 3/4 of a rebound, and 3. No. Yeah, I was right the first time. A point and a point 2, 1.2 points, 1.2 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. And my decision, I'm going to have done that, man. I'm going to be real with y'all. That's not impressive. Because, again, if you watch J. Cole's movements, and I'm not hating, I like J. Cole as an artist. But if you watch him move, he's not on point with his movements. He closes out late. He's kind of clumsy. And that's what happens when you play for like real up and down basketball, man. And it's one thing when you play on a short court at 24-hour fitness or at LA Fitness, in that matter, you look a lot better. When you play on a regulation court with on par athletes with you or better, you got to really get down, man. And it really shows. And so J. Cole's out of there, man. Again, I'm a guy, I don't wish bad upon guys want to live out their dreams. I think that's dope that he put his money up to succeed in that fashion. I think it's not a bad thing. But when you juxtapose that with actual talent that you have to exhibit, I mean, I think we all can understand it was not a successful endeavor for J. Cole. And I hope that, again, people understand that it's just not for everybody. Playing professional sports is hard. So when you see guys like Tim Tebow play double A baseball, it just shows the level of athleticism he has. Like he's still in pretty much overall elite level athlete. J. Cole is an average hooper who got out there and tried to do a little something, and he got shown, nah, bro. It's hard out here. And I juxtapose it this way. When I played college basketball, the incoming freshmen, incoming JUCO transfers, we like, hey, man, you ain't got no D1 buckets. Because it's a whole other thing when you got buckets where you from. When you come to the Division I level, it's a whole other monster. So I hate it for J. Cole in the sense that he didn't get a chance to succeed. But at the same time, I like it because a lot of people get reckless. They get loose about what professional level is, what the professional level encompasses. And they tend to disrespect people like Kwame Brown. Like I tell people all the time, and I said this years before, Kwame Brown is not a bust in my eyes because he's exhibited a steady NBA career. He was usable. He was a very productive big man. Now, was he worthy of the number one selection? I guess we all can agree that he didn't live up to that. But if you look at that 2001 draft class, it wasn't a very good draft class. Paul Gasol was probably the best of that draft class. There's a lot of bums, man. Hey, Brendan Hayward, uh, Jason Richardson was a good selection out there. Slam dunk champion Jason Richardson, and Shane Battier was in that draft as well. So I mean, it was some guys, but it wasn't a strong draft per se to give Kwame the ridicule that he's had, in my opinion. In my opinion, you don't have to agree with my opinion. I'm just saying the way I perceive it. So I'm glad to see that when people think you can just talk so recklessly about other players at the professional level, when you look at a Jermaine Cole, who was a hip hop superstar, I think we all can agree to that. But when you go into that spectrum, when you are playing professional basketball, something that is way outside of your realm, you suck. All it does is create a realm of respect. I think you should respect the fact that those dudes on that level are way better than a J. Cole who casually hoops. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. My boy Tafik said, "What's up, who Jargon? How did J. Cole do today? He wasn't trash like his first game. I don't know. He actually doing so. He's about to head back home actually, and he for 3 games he played in Rwanda, he had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Trash. That's not good, bro. J. Cole sucked, man. And again, I don't take pleasure in a man's downfall, but I do take pleasure in the fact that when average Joes think they can take on a professional um, workload, it's not going to land favorably for you. So I'm very, well, I guess it's vindicating. Let me use that word. It's vindicating to see that, okay, it didn't work out like how you thought. Go back and do what you're doing well, which is rapping. So, yeah, so Tafik, to answer your question, no, J. Cole did not play well at all. He didn't play well at all. He has an opportunity to go back and get in the studio. He just dropped a new album. And so I think that that's when he needs he needs to focus his attention on. And the fact that his contract was so light, I think that's all it was. It was a PR stunt to see. And, it's one of those adjustable PR stunts. They gave him a short-term contract. If he ended up being a ringer, I'm sure he would stay out there. If he didn't turn out so well, then you go home, you're vindicated because you put money into that league, and you go on to the next thing. So I don't think there's any shame whatsoever in you trying to live your dream out. There's no shame to me. To me, there's no shame in that. But if we're going to evaluate just talent, J. Cole at no point was ready for that level. And again, I think it's so pertinent that he did that because the average Joe who never really played basketball like that, who swear they're better than these guys who they perceive are trash. Y'all know, like the Brian Scalabrines of the world, the Matthew Dellavedovas of the world, the let's keep it going. Guys like Ryan Hollins, who y'all call trash. In reality, they'll bust your ass, man. And this is an example right here. Because J. Cole got game. He got up and down practice game. But when it comes to playing professional, as we all see, he ain't ready for this level. So I'm not mad at it. I wish J. Cole the best in what he's doing, past this point. But he jumped in the water with those great whites, man. The great whites took a big chunk out of a big pound of flesh out of you. So now you understand where you're at. So I think that's a good thing because I think at all times, no matter how critical we are of professional sports, we always got to understand the relevance. We always got to understand how hard those people who work to get to that position have worked. And I think this is a good thing to keep things in perspective. So subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. I just want to touch on this real quick. Again, I want to talk here from a perspective of a former professional athlete because I didn't really believe in this J. Cole hype, to be frank with you, and it didn't work out. So, it is what it is, man. So I don't begrudge him for trying to live his dream out. It just didn't work out, and that's just how it is. Just like a athlete who wanted to try rapping and it didn't work out so well. Because a rapper who is professional, who is good at his craft, he works hard at what he does. So you should not at any point dismiss a person who is in their element and they succeed and think that just because you're successful in another field, you think that translates to another field because you're marginally good at it. That's the overarching message, that I do want to convey in this live stream. So again, no shame in J. Cole, no problem. But I do want to also show how good Master P was. Master P played the NBA level. He was that good. He played at U of H, University of Houston. Master P was good enough for this level. Jermaine Cole, not so much. Y'all saw that first game he played with that tip in. He looked like he's about to fall over like a little toddler. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my critique on that, man. Again, I don't want to cast aspersions on J. Cole, but he's just not professional level, and it definitely showed, man. 9 Days of Victory says, I salute him for open opportunity. And me too. And me too. I don't want to, again, I said this so many times, I feel like I'm being redundant, but I don't want to cast aspersions on him. I don't want to say, like, you had no business on the court. I won't say that. But it does show that on that level, if you want to be, successful, you got to be able to put buckets up, man. You got to be a real hooper. And J. Cole it shows that he's an open gym hooper. But as far as organized basketball, it's a whole other world, man. It's a whole other world. And it's something that it is to be respected for those who can thrive in that world. That's why I don't shit on Brian Scalabrine of the world. That's why I don't shit on Ryan Hollins. That's why I don't shit on Greg Amici. All these guys who play at the top level, which is the NBA, I do not shit on them because that is, you understand, you're the best of the best. You're the best of the best to be in that position. So when guys, the average Joes, so to me, when I see J. Cole, I see like Quavo. Quavo can hoop. Quavo is a up and down, open gym hooper. Quavo is not a professional athlete. You understand what I'm saying? And I make this analogy all the time. When Kobe Bryant played against Lil Bow Wow, Kobe eating his lunch. It was nothing little Bow Wow to do with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant posts him every time. And so he went and got his taller homeboy, who was 6'6", just like Kobe. Kobe fried his ass. Like, y'all gotta understand, man, these dudes are the best at their shit. I knew I was not a professional athlete when I played against LaMarcus Aldridge. When I measured myself against LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm an NBA player. Now I played against PJ Tucker in that same game. Now PJ Tucker could have fooled me. So let's just say PJ Tucker was the best player on University of Texas team. I would have thought, all right, if I worked hard enough, I could be a PJ Tucker. LaMarcus Aldridge showed me that 3 times of me, I can't do nothing that dude does. And that's kind of what a lot of alpha male type of guys you need to see. You got to see somebody that is way better than you. And that usually kills your dream. So LaMarcus Aldridge killed my NBA dreams. Even me as a Division I athlete, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm not nowhere close to that level. And he was only, the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing, again, for the game of basketball. This is a good thing that Jermaine Cole did not come in and start killing. Because as we know, you want to be a part of the Detroit Pistons, which is definitely not going to happen at this point. Which is, again, I don't want to be negative to him, but no, it's not in the cards, homie. It's not in the cards, homie. And that's just reality. And I think reality is a great sobering pill for a lot of us. When we try something, you deserve the right to try it. If it doesn't work out, guess what? As Jay-Z said, on to the next one, on to the next one. So J. Cole, I wish you the best in your next endeavor, but professional basketball is not happening, Jack. He's 6'1", shaky handles, shaky dribble, shaky defense. It ain't happening, G. It ain't happening, G. And that's no disrespect. No disrespect. But I just want to keep everything in context that we talking professional basketball. That's a high level, man. And so for all the unnamed brothers in that Rwanda league who bust his ass, salute to you. I hope everything works out to you so you show a celebrity you can't come into your space and succeed. So I hope you guys keep that league thriving. And again, salute to J. Cole for supporting that team. Because, let's say the Rwandan Patriots, have a great run and they move up in level. I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great thing that J. Cole funded that team. But the same respect, in the same space, fuck out of here. You ain't no hooper like that, G. So that's all I got, y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Took 19 minutes of your time. Y'all have a productive Wednesday. Y'all do all the great things that you're great and accountable. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that. We're close to being monetized, and support from people like you get me to where I want to be. Till next time. Peace.